Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Couple requests for a layout tour. So, buttoned up a couple small little projects I had to get things going on this. So, start you off in the roundhouse servicing area here. Just put this up a couple of months ago. There's a video on the channel, quick one of all the steps of that. Control board on the bottom here. Then our inbound tracks over here. Behind it is one of the freight yards. Some storage space back in there. The layout is a single main line, but it's kind of a figure eight. So in the back there, outside curve is main line that goes up over the mountain. And then the next track in is the lower main line. But it's like a figure eight again. I'll show you as we go here. Starting off to the left here, Morton Salt grain elevator, another yard here out in the front. The grain elevator, our cattle unload slaughterhouse type area. Continuing on, dog food plant from Menards. Then on the back wall here is Mount Hood. Shout out to all my fellow Oregonians. Continuing on, container yard, and then the new addition out on the front end here for the coal unloading. So here you can see up against the mountain there, that main line goes up the hill, and then the track right at the base of that is the lower main line then. A couple of container cranes down in here, tunnel on the upper part, and then a tunnel on the upper and the lower. So as we work around the way here, my Osprey with my daughter and son-in-law on the rope there. Elementary school, a library, a little playground here. Our favorite ice cream spot in South Beloit. If you guys are in the area, Dairy Ripple is awesome. A church and cemetery, and then that lower main line comes out behind that. A little wedding going on at the gazebo. Then come over here, the garage and storage unit for the cabin, their little garden. Main line running behind that, and then the other upper main line there across that bridge. A little campfire scene, our river, covered bridge. The Emily campground, and then our lighthouse here. Just added this whole portion with the covered bridge and water not too long ago. There's a short little video on the channel for that. As we go over the campground area here, main line tucks underneath the bridge where that upper main line comes out. More of the campsite here. This eventually will be the Parkdale station for the Mount Hood Scenic Train, which is parked here. Backside here, not quite sure what we're going to do to finish the end of the farm, as well as this peninsula kind of stays bare because of the workstation next door. Cars and engines are routed back and forth to this track. And here comes my dog to say hello. Hi, Spencer. She likes to come down and see the trains. So my youngest is building a farm here. Been working on it on and off here for a while. This is where the cattle get picked up and taken over to the slaughterhouse. The train here is on the main line. There's actually a passing siding here on the peninsula, which works out great for storage as well as when we're doing operating, to be able to have trains pass each other or work opposing traffic. End of the peninsula here, we've got our Burger King. Truck in the drive-through there. Some of you have seen the night videos that I've done. I'll flip over to that here at some point. End of the peninsula is where the main control board is. This is DC, not DCC. It's got 28 blocks on here, as well as these little buttons here are electric controlled switches for the layout, so I can control all of that from the end here. A little service station, a garage, and the Wienermobile display. As we work up the peninsula, then this is where that upper main line comes down, would be this inside track where that train is on, and then the passing siding on there. So as we work our way up this side of the peninsula, we've got our little fruit stand and orchard. A bunch of people in there. This is one of the projects I wanted to get done here. My dad and his caboose, and then a section track maintenance setup here as we go into the split and then up into the tunnels. There's 3 tunnels in this section here. This middle one is actually a tunnel from the state of Washington, where when I took Amtrak back and forth from out west, we'd go through this tunnel. So a little bit of meaning in that one. Last tunnel comes up over, and this goes up over that bridge and connects through. So as it loops down underneath, around the peninsula, it's going to be this main line closest to us, and then that lower main line on the far side. So this is the entrance to the campground, our carriage that we took a couple of years ago up in Duluth. The lift bridge, for anybody that's familiar with the Duluth Harbor up and Canalway up there, beautiful area. And then my friends, the Fellows from Parkdale, their rock shop. Looking forward to seeing you guys again soon. And then Split Rock Lighthouse in the distance there. And then our 2 main lines are running parallel here. And as we branch this direction, as it splits off to the right, goes into a staging yard, and splits to the left into a new yard that was just built out here for extra storage. As we come through here, a water tower as we're getting in by the station. Our outside yard, our 2 main lines run right next to the station, and then on the left side of it here as it comes through. Currently a little car show going on in the parking lot there, as well as our farmer's market. My buddy Phil, his little food stand that is out and about. Start of fair season's coming up. Excited for him for that. Our little steam engine memorial in the park. That trains in the background there are on that staging yard. And the freight train there with the boxcars is actually on that outside main. The end of the storage yard here, our little fire scene. Just finished that. Put all LED lights in those trucks in the inside of the building so that lights up and burns. There's a short video of that on the channel here. Into our diesel maintenance shed and diesel parking area. Sand shed, some fuel tanks in the back there, smaller fueling setup. Some parking for locomotives in this side. My 2 switchers when I'm switching cars in and out of all the yards. Those 2 are one of the ones that gets run around a little bit. Our little control tower, similar to the one that used to work out of in North Fond du Lac for Wisconsin Central back in the day. Now labeled in the Duluth, Mesabi, and Iron Range for our time spent up in that area. Some buildings in the background there, still waiting to go. And then back to this first yard, our sanding tower, set up similar to the one in North Fond du Lac. Obviously a different car, but same setup there. So in the back to the engine facility here, we've got our coal loading area, or unload rather, into the tower. A little storage track next to it, as well as oil and fuel tank cars shipped into the back part there. Our ash and cinder clean out here. And then again, back to the turntable. Fun setup right now. The 2 empty bays in the roundhouse are for the 2 trains that are actually out on the main line currently, an Allegheny and a Challenger. So hope you guys like it. Any questions on it, feel free to reach out in the comment section, and please like and subscribe. Thank you guys. Have a great day.